Hi, my name is NURIN QISTINA.
And I'm SITI HIDAYATULLah.
Alright, did you know that over 70% of communication is nonverbal? Yes, words matter, but how we deliver them often matters even more. In this review, we want to inform and review to you about how choral artist applies nonverbal communication in her speech and how it shapes the impact of her message. Choral artists that, as you thought, the power of words inform the audience about inequality in America, particularly within the education system. She shares her personal experience moving from a privileged private school to an underfunded public school, highlighting the significant differences in resources and opportunities. Her message emphasizes that words have the power to inspire change and calls on individuals to use their voices to fight inequity and create a better future. The first aspect that I will talk about is volume. Chorus speaks with a very clear and audible voice throughout her talk. Her tone is steady and confident, and she uses slight variations in volume to emphasize important points, which helps to maintain audience engagement and highlight key messages without sounding forced or dramatic. For example,
sources, but I also began to see the inequity in belief that educators had in students. The experience of a high school principal telling a group of students that a third of them would not graduate became typical. One math school teacher was notorious for creating such a bad climate that students no longer wanted to learn math.
Based on that video, her volume slightly increased when stressing about inequality and urgency, making those moments stand out and feel more compelling. So I think her telling is actually good, since the audience remained engaged as they could hear her voice clearly and focus on the meaning behind her words. I will pass to Siti for the next aspect.
Thank you, NURIN, for your great information. And now I am going to discuss about film pubs.
Starts by asking 3 questions. He asks, how many of you have family members who have been in jail? Almost every student raises their hand. How many of you know someone who has died due to gun violence? Almost every student raises their hand. How many of you have family members who went to college? Very few students raise their hand.
For your information, in public speaking, the way a speaker manages pauses, including avoiding unnecessary filler words, greatly affect the clarity and professionalism of the speech. Based on chorus speech, she demonstrated an effective use of pauses throughout the presentation. Instead of filling every silence with unnecessary words such as or she instantly used pauses deliberately and strategically. These pauses allowed the audience to process information and reflect on the key ideas being presented. By pausing after important statements, Cora gave more weight to her message and created a natural rhythm in her delivery.
The third aspect that I will talk about is gesture. In terms of gesture, Cora's gestures are very minimal throughout the talk. She mostly keeps her hands close to her body or uses a very subtle movements. There are no strong or deliberate gestures to emphasize key points, which make her delivery appear calm but slightly less dynamic. Here,
So I asked the principal
as you can see, she had a very slight movement throughout the whole speech. So, I think she should improve her use of gestures to make her delivery more engaging. Stronger and purposeful gestures will actually help the audience focus more on her message and highlight key ideas effectively.
Again, thank you, NURIN. So the last one, I am going to review about speed in choral speech. As for your knowledge, one of the key elements that made speech effective was the speaker's moderate pace, which helped convey the message clearly and naturally.
In a moment, all of the feelings I had in middle school began to feel distant. Would I be able to graduate? Was there a chance one of my peers would drop out? Were one of my classmates going to end up dead? This feeling of hopelessness would not end on the very first day of school.
According to the video that had been shown, her speaking pace is just right, meaning it moderate and easy to follow, which helped the audience absorb the information, and personally, I really like that kind of moderate pace. It's calm and steady and makes the message easier to observe without overwhelming the audience. Here come to the conclusion. So in Coral's speech was effective due to several key aspects of her delivery. Her moderate speaking pace made the message clear and easy to follow, while her strategic use of pauses allowed important points to resonate and helps transition smoothly between ideas. Additionally, her purposeful gesture complemented her words, making the speech more engaging and dynamic. Finally, the variation in her volume added emphasis at the right moment, keeping the audience attentive and interested thoughtful. Overall, these elements combine to create a confident, polished, and highly effective presentation. So that's all from us. Thank you.